Hey guys, welcome back to the video. So it's official, the Matt Reeves Batman universe is moving forward. Now, it's not like it was ever canceled or anything like that, but really with the future of Warner Brothers and the merger with Discovery, we really had no idea what was going to happen to the future of this franchise. But a new Deadline article just came out and it's titled, "The Batman director Matt Reeves sets multi-year first look film deal at Warner Brothers and re-ups with Warner Bros. Television." This is some huge news. Not only does this mean something great for the Batman 2 and the rest of the franchise, but also the HBO Max TV shows, which I was mainly worried about. So in this video, we're going to be walking through the entire Deadline article, talking about all of the specifics you guys need to know for the future of this franchise, and also talking about my theories based off of this article, because we did learn a little bit about the future shows. But before you get into videos new here and you enjoy all my TV show and movie reviews, reactions, and breakdowns, make sure to subscribe and notifications on so you don't miss any time up in the video or go live. Both are wasting more time. Let's get into it. So as I said before, I'm going to be reading through the Deadline article, but I'm not going to be reading the entire thing. I'll link it in the description down below if you guys want to check out the full thing, read into every single little detail. Starting it off with the beginning of the article, where Deadline says Warner Brothers is going all in on the Batman director Matt Reeves and his 6th in Idaho production company. He has become the first filmmaker given an overall first look film deal since Warner Brothers Pictures co-group chair CEO Michael De Luca and Pamela Abbey were hired by Warner Brothers. On top of this, he's also re-upped his deal with Warner Brothers Television Group, saying that now he's working on the Batman spin-off, The Penguin Show, with Colin Farrell. The thing that makes this most interesting to me personally is that his production company 6th in Idaho actually had a first look deal with Netflix, but it makes a lot more sense now for him to work under Warner Brothers with that production company, because now they can get all of their first look stuff, whether it's in movies or television. It goes straight through Warner Brothers, and I think that would be the most ideal, especially if he's spending the next 5 to 7, maybe even 10 years on this Batman franchise. Again, it's not just movies, but he also re-upped that deal with Warner Brothers Television, which is super important because we know that they're not only doing that Penguin show, but I'll talk a little bit more later about this, but also that Arkham series that they're discussing, as well as other potential shows, projects, and spin-offs that'll be coming maybe even after the Batman sequel. Now, in a statement, Matt Reeves did say, "Making this legendary studio my home is a dream. I'm so excited to be working with Mike, Pam, and Channing, and all of our teams bring captivating stories. I'm truly passionate about the big and small screen." And then we get to my favorite part of this article, because there was a little bit of confusion that went on a few weeks ago when we got another DC article talking about Warner Brothers' future and all that kind of stuff, and a big headline came out that the Batman 2 is not yet greenlit, and everyone was worried because everyone was like, oh, they're not moving forward with the movie, they're not doing this, they're not doing that. But apparently what Warner Brothers does is they don't technically greenlight a movie until the script is done. And in this article, they say, under the terms of the film deal, Warner Brothers Pictures Group production divisions, Warner Brothers Pictures, New Line Cinema, Warner Animation Group, and DC-based films will have first look rights to Reeves' work as a writer, director, and or producer. And this is where it gets important. Reeves is currently back at work on a sequel, co-writing with Pattinson Tomlin, and Robert Pattinson is back as the title character in the sequel. Now, what makes this really interesting to me is the writing aspect, because the first one was 99% written by Matt Reeves alone, but also Pattinson Tomlin was part of Batman the Imposter, which is a comic that was kind of roughly based off of the Batman world. He also helped write the Batman, but he wasn't listed as a screenplay or anything like that, so he doesn't necessarily have a credit for that movie, but he still worked on the Batman and the spin-off comic The Imposter, which I'm actually planning to check out pretty soon. I'm actually finishing up Batman Long Halloween right now, but I want to get to Batman the Imposter very soon. It's short, only 3 issues, but I'm super excited for it, even more excited for it now. But that's pretty much it in terms of just the super big grand stuff. But they also do mention that Dylan Clark is returning as producer. He helped Matt Reeves on Planet of the Apes, which is huge. I actually watched the HBO Max and other documentaries regarding the Batman on the Steelbook and stuff like that, and Dylan Clark is a huge part of the process. He is like the greatest supplement to Matt Reeves, and I'm so excited that he's returning for the sequel. He literally cares so much and he's so passionate about the character. Obviously, you know, Matt Reeves is a whole other level. He's just crazy about Batman, but Dylan Clark, he is the best supplement possible in my opinion, and I'm so excited to see what they cook up together. Now, there's this other guy, his name is De Luca, and I think he works at Warner Brothers, and he said, "Pam and I gratefully inherited the relationship with Matt from the Batman, and through the beginning stages of planning the Penguin series for HBO Max, we were excited to nail down his overall idea because it's a cornerstone of what we want to do with filmmakers that are working at the studio. We want to create an atmosphere where all of the filmmakers can excel and do their work and stay with us once they're inside the Warner's family. Keeping Matt and creating a home for him to do more projects in the Batman universe, but also originals, was very important to us." And this leads directly into just expanding the Batman universe. In the next paragraph, they literally say that the 6th in Idaho re-up with Warner Brothers Television Group is obviously going to start with the Penguin spin-off show, but there's also the Batman Arkham series in discussion. Now, the thing is, they don't really give us any more details on the Batman Arkham series, and I'm working on another Batman video. I know I haven't made a big theory video in a while, but we're starting to get a lot more bits and pieces. DC fandom is coming around. So again, I'm fully covering the Batman sequel just as I did the Batman one. But from this, we of course do know that the Arkham series is coming. We don't really know where they're gonna go with it. We don't know if it's necessarily gonna release before the Batman sequel, which is what I was predicting. But at this point, we don't really know. My guesstimated timeline is that obviously the Penguin will probably come early 24, and then the Arkham show could come early 25, and the Batman sequel could come out like November or October, just late 2025 somewhere. And then the article just goes on to talk about more of the other cancellations, like the Batgirl stuff, which I don't want to get too deep into, but just talking about the Batman a little bit more. I am so excited for the future of this universe. I was genuinely fearful that they wouldn't cancel the Batman 2 because the Batman did make a lot of money. It made like $770 million when it really only cost them like $110 million. COVID made the price go up like 90 to 100 million, so I don't really count that. The price for the movie itself was around $100 million and it made 770 million. The sequel is basically guaranteed $1 million at this point, because even then, like, the image for Batman wasn't really great before the Batman came out, and I think Robert Pattinson is a new face in this new world, especially to see how many new fans the Penguin show brings in, maybe even that Untitled Arkham series if it does follow Joker, which would be insane. There's just so much this world has to build up. There's so much potential, and with Matt Reeves at the helm of all of it, being in full creative control and not really having to bow down to Warner Brothers, and if they keep this Matt Reeves universe separate, I think they can do a lot of big things with it. I think what's really interesting about the Batman universe is that it's a thing by itself. Matt Reeves is building this universe. He's crafting whatever he wants, and I'm super excited that this article is again just reassuring the fact that it is happening. Matt Reeves signing this deal was a huge relief to me, but even Robert Pattinson did sign a big deal with Warner Brothers before the Batman even came out, and I know his newest movie, Mickey 7, it's going to be directed by Bo Jong-hoon. I think that's how you pronounce his name. That's also part of Warner Brothers, if I'm not mistaken, and so Warner Brothers has a lot of belief in Robert Pattinson. So did they have in Matt Reeves, and so the future of the Matt Reeves universe is safe and sound as far as we know right now. At the end of the day, anything could really happen. Discovery, Warner Brothers, it's all a mess right now, but at least this is safe for now. But guys, that's it for this video. Let me know what you thought of all this news in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.